For over 1,000 years, the walls of Constantinople had never been broken. 40-meter thick stone, triple-layered, built in 413 AD. Every army that came, the Persians, the Arabs, the Vikings, the Crusaders, turned back, defeated, humiliated. The city had survived 18 sieges. It had outlasted empires. It called itself the center of the world. And on the night of May 28, 1453, it fell. Not in weeks, not in days. In a single night. Constantine XI was the last emperor of the Byzantine Empire. He knew what was coming. For months, the Ottoman army had surrounded the city. 80,000 soldiers, against a garrison of just 7,000 defenders. The odds were impossible. Constantine sent messengers across Europe begging for help. Venice, Genoa, the Pope, the kingdoms of the West. Nobody came. The empire that had once stretched from Spain to Mesopotamia had shrunk to a single-walled city. Its treasury was empty. Its army was a ghost of what it once was. But Constantine refused to leave. When his advisors begged him to flee by ship, to survive, to fight another day, he gave them his answer. "I will die here, with my city." He took off his imperial robes, put on the armor of a common soldier, and walked to the walls. On the other side of those walls stood a 21-year-old sultan. Mehmed II had become ruler of the Ottoman Empire at 19. His father's advisors didn't take him seriously. They would regret that. Mehmed had spent years obsessing over one question: how do you break walls that have never been broken? His answer came from an unlikely source. A Hungarian engineer named Urban had approached Constantinople first, offering to build a cannon unlike anything the world had ever seen. Constantine couldn't afford him. So Urban went to Mehmed, and Mehmed paid him everything he asked. The cannon Urban built was 8 meters long. It fired stone balls weighing half a ton. The sound of it firing could be heard from 20 kilometers away. When the first shot hit the ancient walls of Constantinople, the ground shook for miles. For 53 days, the bombardment continued. The defenders repaired the walls at night, patched the gaps with wood and rubble, fought off attack after attack, but they were exhausted, outnumbered, running out of everything. On the night of May 28th, Constantine gathered his remaining soldiers. He walked among them, spoke to each one, thanked them by name. He knew. This was the last night. At midnight, Mehmed gave the order. The full Ottoman army advanced under cover of darkness, wave after wave. First the irregulars, to tire the defenders, then the elite janissaries, the most feared soldiers in the world. The fighting was brutal, hand to hand, on the walls, in the streets, in the dark. Then one small gate was found unlocked. 50 Ottoman soldiers slipped through. In the chaos, a rumor spread among the defenders: the city has fallen from behind. The line broke. Constantine was last seen throwing himself into the crowd of enemy soldiers. No order to retreat, no attempt to escape, just a man in a soldier's armor, fighting until he couldn't. His body was never officially identified. According to legend, Mehmed II ordered a search. A body was found, dressed as a common soldier, identified only by the golden eagles embroidered on his boots. The last Roman emperor was buried in an unmarked grave. No one knows exactly where. When Mehmed entered the city the next morning, he rode to the Hagia Sophia, the greatest church in the Christian world, standing for 916 years. He dismounted, picked up a handful of dirt, poured it over his own head, a gesture of humility before God. Then he walked inside and converted it into a mosque. The Eastern Roman Empire, heir to Julius Caesar, to Augustus, to Constantine the Great, had lasted 1,123 years. It ended in a single night. Historians mark May 29, 1453, as the end of the Middle Ages, the fall of a city that had held the world together for over a millennium, and the last emperor who chose to die with it rather than live without it.